What's up, guys?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
My name is Luis,
Kevin.
and we are the Chronicle of the Broke Boys.
And I'm broke.
And it's all in credit.
It literally is.
I'm broke.
We're about to go use our credit card
Shout
again
out,
right now.
Shotty, and I know I'm broke. Yeah.
We really are broke.
I'm selling that verse for $10. Just hit me up if you need that verse. I'll give you guys all the copyrights and everything because I need $10 right now. Anyways, yeah. So
we
follow
need
us
more
on,
than $10 right now.
I know. Follow us on Instagram at Broke Boy Podcast. We're trying to push it. I know we've been inactive, but this year it's new, so we're gonna be trying to push a lot of content on there and talk to you guys a lot more.
Push it to the limit.
And of course, you guys can listen. You guys can listen to us at Podbean, Apple Music, Spotify, Castbox, Google Music, and a bunch of other podcast apps out there. And yeah, so today,
universal.
I know our last podcast we were talking about Ted Bundy, and we were talking about it. I think we should do a series about murderers,
serial killers.
Yeah, there we go.
For the rest of February. I mean, interesting because February was supposed to be about love and stuff.
So you're trying to bring in the a little dark, mixture. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
A little bit of depression.
But
I'm just kidding.
You never know. You guys might have a different podcast on Valentine's Day. Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe.
We'll think about it. But this month we've been talking about serial killers, and to be honest, there's a lot, dude.
Yeah, people are crazy out there, bro.
Yeah, was it? There's the
Zodiac. There's
Ted Bundy.
What's his name?
Charles Mason.
Yeah. Richard Ramirez.
There's a bunch I don't really recall right now.
The family, the one where the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was from, like
that's
that family.
A good one too.
What's that family called?
I don't know. Texas Massacre.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The hash-slinging, the slash-slinging, the hash-slinging slasher. Yes, the hash-slinging slasher. The phone call will ring with no one be there. No one will answer. And the walls will be filled with something slime.
No, and the walls will ooze green slime.
Yeah. And then the lights will flicker.
On and
at the end. No Sriracha. Yeah. But yeah, guys, so we're going to get started. And we're going to be talking about
someone that's very interesting.
And it's in our area of living.
Yeah, it happened pretty close to us, actually, like an hour 30 minutes away from us.
Around us. We live in California. Yeah. So, of course, we live in a highly populated state, which I don't know how much people we live.
A lot.
Yeah, a bunch of people. Millions, probably.
Billions, I think.
Yeah, probably billions.
Wait, really? No, I don't think so. No.
Look it up. And yeah, so this didn't happen in our time, thank God, because we already had enough. But
40.2 million.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And so today we're talking about the Night Stalker, aka Richard Ramirez, aka what's his full name?
Damn, dude, this says
Richard. No, it's Ricardo. What the hell is it?
Yeah.
Ricardo Lea Munoz Ramirez.
Yeah, that was a long name, man.
That's a Hispanic name right there.
Yeah, he was. I think he was Mexican.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
his last names, and plus his
what's your last name?
Amaro.
Are you full Mexican?
No, I'm half Salvadorian.
Exactly.
But I did meet a lady at my work, and her grandparents were Cuban. So I don't know where I'm from, really. Where my dad's side's from.
You're probably from Spain, bro. Like Spanish. It all leads up to Spain.
I don't know. I'm kind of light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness! Someone farted.
So there was a car right now.
That was a car. It's not like someone farted.
Yeah, that was an ugly sound.
But yeah, so we're gonna get started. Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker, aka Richard Ramirez, aka Richard Lea Munoz Ramirez, a.k.a. the Night Stalker.
A.k.a. Crazy Boy.
Crazy Boy. Hey, that's my rapper name, dude.
I thought you were
That's my underground rapper name.
Oh, okay. So your mainstream rapper name was Broke Boy Lou?
Broke Boy Lou. Underground's Crazy boy.
Crazy boy, a little bit local.
I go sane, dog. You know what I'm saying?
He goes insane, not sane, because he's crazy boy.
Yeah. I'm local. I'm crazy.
Crazy man. All right.
And yeah, let's get started.
So tell me a little bit about his like early life.
Let me tell you. Just listen. Listen.
All right.
Linda.
All right, I'm listening, bro. Chill.
Richard Ricardo. That's not his name. Richard Ramirez. That's his name. He grew up with. He grew up in. No, he didn't grow up. He was born in the 1960, but to be more technical, February 29th, which, crazy enough, is one of the leap years that happens, like, I think every 4 or 6 years, something like that, something crazy. But yeah, he landed on one of those days, and supposedly, you're supposed to have good luck, but I mean, it's all just, I guess a hoax, or it's fake, basically. But imagine being born on the 29th, a day that only happens every other year, like every 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Every 3 years, I think.
Like,
I don't know,
because technically you're gonna be, if you were born in let's just say 2000 was a leap year.
Really?
Yeah, let's just say let's just say supposedly, in 2020 you're gonna be 5 years old.
My friend was born in 1996, and when I was I think a sophomore or a senior or something like that, he was like technically 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
it's crazy.
Yeah, he was born in there. He was born, in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles. And yeah, so he was one of the youngest of 5 children. But the reason why he had a very bad upbringing, this could have caused it, but we don't know. But yeah, so growing up, his father was he was a very abusive dad.
Yeah.
He was just abusive.
Yeah, he was actually a cop, dude.
Yeah, he was a one-time cop.
No, one-time cop. No, it said that he was a former Juarez police officer. Yeah, and then he later moved to
being a laborer for a railroad.
Santa Fe.
And yeah, so I guess his dad was always angry, and he was like, something triggered him. He was filled with rage, and and he often took it towards his family. And in any scenario, someone who does that, you're gonna have,
some kind of like misfortune or something.
Yeah, and that sucks.
Yeah, and then interestingly, like since he like ran away from he didn't want to be home basically because he didn't like his dad. He didn't want to be there with his dad. He basically he found refuge with his cousin. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
yeah. And before we talk about his cousin, this part right here, it said at the age of 2 years old, a dresser fell on him.
What?
Yeah, and that led up to 30 stitches on him, just to cover up the
30 stitches.
Yeah.
Who's a little boy at 2, dude?
Yeah,
damn.
Dude. So imagine
his whole face.
Yeah, man. And then also when he was 6, he was unconscious by his swing at a playground. That actually happened to me.
No wonder you're crazy.
A little bit.
Crazy boy.
Crazy boy. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I say? That's how I be talking. But no, when I was in preschool, actually, I fell off the swing set and hit my head. I jumped off the swing set, dude.
Hey, I thought it was cool. Did you have a big head?
No.
Because when you said that, I pictured you with the small body with the big head. Flying off the swing.
No. No, that wasn't me. Anyways, so those 2 injuries, it could have caused him something.
Yeah, some kind of like damage in his head or something.
But it said right here when he was unconscious by the swing, it resulted in epileptic seizures that that kind of stopped when he was a teenager, and then he probably stopped like overall when he adulted because he
grew up.
Yeah, he grew up. And yeah, so if you want to talk about his cousin,
dude, that's crazy though. That's
crazy,
dude. 2-year-old with 30 something stitches, dude.
Yeah,
that's his whole face.
Yeah,
if you think about it, because I had 9 stitches. 9 staples in the side of my head, and that was like almost half of my like, almost up to the top of my head.
Dang,
dude, and I mean 32.
That's a lot. That's
his whole head, dude.
Yeah, it probably cracked open.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
dude. But okay, so this guy, like, so his family like was really bad to him. He didn't like being home, so so in order to escape from his okay, no, so before I get to that, he found escape with his cousin named Miguel Ramirez, or aka Mike Ramirez,
aka Mig, aka Miguel, aka Miguel Ramirez, Michael.
Okay. So this guy, Mike, he was a decorated like U.S. Army Green Beret. So he was the real deal.
Yeah, he was.
Right? And he fought in Vietnam.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So
that's sad.
Yeah. So this guy right here, he was very proud of his killings.
Wow.
He would often boast, like tell like, oh look, Richard, like, oh, I killed so many people. Oh, I killed them this way. He would describe how he would kill them, and it's crazy. Like, why would you tell? And he started telling him this at the age of 12.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is way too much to like tell a little kid like, oh, I killed so many people. He even showed him pictures of victims that he killed. He showed him pictures of Vietnamese women that he raped.
That's crazy, dude.
He even showed him pictures of him with severed heads that from the victims from the victims and women that he abused.
That's crazy.
See, like to me that's sad. Like,
man.
He raped while he was out there. Mm-hmm. That's sick. So I guess it just wasn't his family or something. I don't know, but
also in the war in Vietnam, the Vietnamese there were kids also, right?
Yeah, there was kids there too.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I was wondering if
it's a country.
Huh?
Hopefully they have like little kids.
No, I mean like were the kids in war also?
Oh, like were they fighting? Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so. But they were caught in the crossfire.
Oh, okay, probably. Yeah.
So the homeboy showed him all these pictures and stuff.
That will bring a lot of traumatic.
It's at the age of 12, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's so young, and that's like one of the like
sucking everything in.
Yeah, that's one like when we're kids,
their information is just
it soaks in.
Yeah,
like imagine that being burned and printed in his brain.
Yeah, dude, and then like and then the interesting thing too also is that he began smoking marijuana with Mike, with his cousin at the age of 12. And during those like smoking sessions, those smoke smoke
a bowl.
Oh, sorry. So during the time where they will smoke one, they'll roll one, they'll puff one, puff pass type of stuff. You owe me a drink.
Poke you on my Coke.
You didn't poke me though.
Ow! You hurt me. But yeah, so. You said during his age, during that time?
So they would, roll one and, like, smoke a joint, Mike would tell them about stories, about his military stories, how he would kill people. He even showed them some of his military skills.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he even showed them how to kill with stealth, how to kill someone by being, like, secret, like, like being, like, quiet. Yeah. And to make sure that the person dies.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, so during that time where he started like doing all that stuff, learning all that stuff, he, in order to escape from his like torment at his house and the violent actions of his dad, he started sleeping in the cemetery.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that alone already was
sounds just creepy.
Yeah.
That alone sounds like a serial killer.
Yeah. Actually, did you know that at the age of 13? He witnessed his cousin Miguel shooting his wife.
Oh yeah.
While they're in an argument.
Yeah, it was during a domestic dispute that he fatally shot his wife, Jessie, with a .38 caliber revolver, dude. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, And then from there, he got moved to his sister's house.
Yeah, Ruth.
Remember, he's the youngest of 5. So
Okay.
he moved in with his sister named Ruth. But the bad part didn't even stop there. It kept going because there, Ruth's husband Roberto was a he was a what's it called, the peeper, what's it called, Tom,
Peeping Tom.
Peeping Tom, yeah.
I wonder how that name comes about. Like poor guy, like not poor guy, like creepy guy, but like why, like was it named by a guy? And did someone by the name by Tom got caught peeping? They're like,
it was Thomas. Dude, imagine
Thomas.
Dude, I know it's off topic right here, but imagine you remember the app you used to get, something Talking Tom?
Oh yeah.
Imagine it was actually Peeping Tom.
Oh,
and they're peeping.
Bro,
peeping
chill. Dang, that's your conspiracy
right there. Illuminati confirmed.
Ooh, dude. Ooh, series. Ooh, series. Ooh.
Dang, crazy, huh?
That's pretty interesting.
But yeah, so he left there.
And during that time, he also began experimenting with LSD.
Mm-hmm.
You know what LSD stands for? I don't remember.
Love, sex, drugs.
What?
Love, sex, drugs.
Is that really what it means?
No, I don't know. I heard it from A$AP Rocky.
Dang, that kind of makes sense though, you know?
No, I'm kidding though. It's actual drug.
I know, but what does it stand for though? You know? Let's see what it stands for, because I'm honestly curious.
Oh, I don't know. Many things, I guess.
Yeah, very scientific.
Oh, I know.
Words.
It's a drug.
Is
it a drug?
Yeah, it is. It's a chemical.
It's chemical, like that perp.
The perp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very it's the abbreviation of the compounds that make it, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So and during that time, he was honestly like started getting interested in Satanism.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That's crazy.
Did you know that if you look him up, you know, on Google, you look at images, he has one of those devil stars right on his hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Look, I'll show you. Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, what then? I don't know, man. That's tough. He's had a bad childhood, a very bad, unfortunate childhood. I see it right there.
Yeah.
And
it just brings me chills down my spine.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That really sucks. Especially for someone to deal with that, and moving to his sister's house, like. You would think it would stop everything.
Yeah, it would help him.
But no, even then he was surrounded by bad influences.
Yeah.
Because Roberto even taught him how to peep, like on people through the window.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like,
dang, this was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Dang, dude, he had so many people like around him, like teaching him all this bad stuff. But his cousin Mike ended up being released.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was released with the reason of being insane because of his combat records.
Oh, yeah. PTSD, probably.
And he was in prison for 4 years in the Texas State Mental Hospital. And then he continued to, influence Richard's life, just showing him like different things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then in Richard's like adult life, he began to manifest his sexual like fantasies of violence, including bondages and rapes.
Really?
Yeah, like, I guess that's what it was into. But if you think about it, that all brings roots to Mike.
Yeah, he showed him.
So do you think it's kind of Mike's fault?
I think it's everyone's fault, even the parents. It's the parents, man. Because from there,
teach your kid better or something.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know.
Like, control your anger.
Yeah.
Control your temper. And maybe it could have been, that those two, like those stitches on him.
Oh yeah, like something messed with them.
Yeah, he's probably just traumatized. Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I would issue with that.
So like by the age of 13, he already discovered drugs. He already had bad role models, an angry father, and he had experiment with Satanism.
And he slept in cemeteries.
Yeah, and this is unfortunate, but this could be, this is his way to becoming a serial killer.
It's sad, and And then so when he became like an adult, he started fantasizing all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
He ended up taking a job in his local Holiday Inn. Have you ever stayed at a Holiday Inn?
No, isn't there a song?
Holiday
Inn.
Yeah.
Is it Pitbull? I think.
Pitbull.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Oh
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, anyways, I stayed at a Holiday Inn before, but look, he used to work there. He used one of the keys to go and rob people while they were sleeping. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like that stealth stuff works. He probably turned invisible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know, but yeah. So he ended up getting fired because one day he went one of the guests in the hotel came into his room, finding him trying to rape his wife.
Damn, dude, right there. Oh,
and do you know what the guest ended up doing? The guest beat him unconsciously.
Unconsciously.
He just beat him up badly that he doesn't even remember what the hell happened.
True.
Yeah, so he ended up beating him very badly that he just didn't remember what happened.
Dang, but bad?
Yeah. So they were gonna press criminal charges against them, but they ended up dropping the charges because the couple refused to come testify against them. This had never happened if they would just testified against them.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy just had like a sequence of life events that just
accumulated.
Just seemed to keep adding up.
Dang.
He even dropped out of high school at 9th grade.
What the heck?
And at the age of 22, he moved to California and just stayed there.
What the heck? Also, he was from Texas, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was born in El Paso, Texas.
It was my fault. I gave you guys wrong information. He wasn't born in California. He moved to California from Texas, born from Texas.
My fault too. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah. So that's crazy. Wait. Yeah. Let's get into his murders.
Oh, murders.
Yeah. So the juicy stuff. Nah, that's kind of weird. Yeah. The sad stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Yeah. It was in 1984 where his first murder appeared.
What?
Yeah, so I guess I don't know who found, but they found a freaking 9-year-old named Mi Lung was discovered in his basement.
In his basement?
Yeah.
It's his hotel basement.
Yeah, his hotel basement. And
he lived in the hotel.
Yeah, well, I bet he didn't have anyone here yet. I don't think he had any family member here.
So they let him just leave? No.
Yeah, I don't know. And so
it was in San Francisco.
So I guess they found her. She got raped, beaten, and stabbed. So she was dead already.
That is disgusting.
Dude, that's not even the bad part.
Oh
her body was found hanging from a pipe in the basement.
Oh my god, this dude.
Yeah, of the hotel. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And so like, it's crazy.
That was his first known murder, though.
Well, it wasn't until like 2009 where they confirmed that was his murder.
So
yeah, because they found like DNA from him to match Ramirez.
Dang.
So it was in 1984.
So there was another murder that caught him, but this was his first murder. This concluded to be his first murder.
Okay.
Known though.
Known. Okay.
So he could have killed more people, but they haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
See, I don't know, dude. Like.
Yeah, so that's crazy, man. A little girl, man.
Like, why? What was in that dude's sick mind to be like, oh yeah, this 9-year-old girl?
Yeah, and the second murder right here was in 1984, but in June 28th. So I guess the first one could have been before June 28th. But
yeah. So this one was probably the first one until they found out that he did that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see how short of the time period that was?
Yeah, dude.
So
he's a rapid killer.
There has to be more than.
Yeah, that has to be more than they accounted for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh yeah, so the next one, like I said, it was on June 28th, 1984. Her name was Jenny Van Cal. Unfortunately, she did die, but she was 79 years old. She was a resident of the Glasso Park, and she was found brutally stabbed to death. The attack happened while she was sleeping. There was a cut on her neck So deep, so deep that like it was basically she was almost like decapitated. Yeah, dude. And so they found his fingerprints and all this stuff, and I guess he came through the window. I guess that's where his stalker stuff came to effect. Yeah, that's crazy. And then the next death didn't occur until the next year in March 17, 1985. So Richard didn't just kill with he had many weapons that he killed with, and throughout these crime scenes they show a gun, his hands,
machete, no?
Machete.
I said it in Hispanic. Machete.
A knife, I guess I don't know, whatever. Same thing.
There was a knife and a machete and a knife are two different things.
And I think even a tire iron.
What the heck?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
This little thing that you plop a tire out of?
Yeah, dude. Dang. And so the next one was in March 17, 1985. So almost a whole year passed until they discovered another killing.
No, there's no way. I'm pretty sure there's
They could have been two more, a lot more.
This fool killed two in 1 month. It looks like.
Yeah, or not even just 1 month, like a small period of time. He would have wanted more.
Yeah.
Like that's how sick he was. So in March 17, 1985, Richard shot Maria Hernandez, which she was 22 years old, in the face as she pulled up in the garage, in her garage.
In her garage?
Yeah, dude, in her garage.
Now I need to freaking pull out a gun whenever I'm gonna walk into my house now.
Yeah, dude. So
what year you said?
In 1985.
What month?
March.
March what?
March 17th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so almost a whole year.
Dang, dude. So he pulled out a gun, shot her right in the face. She survived though.
Oh, I guess she did survive. She did survive.
Yeah, and she held in her hands. She lifted them to protect herself. Damn. And like inside of the house, her roommate was inside the house. Inside her house. Damn, dude. How do you say her name? Daily Okazaki. Yeah. Damn. So she heard the gunshots and she ended up ducking, hiding under the cover to hide from from Richard. And when he finally saw Richard enter the kitchen, when she rose her hand, he shot her once in the forehead, killing her. Dang. Okay, so Maria didn't die.
Maria lived,
but Okazaki died.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's crazy. And that's not even the craziest. That's not even
shot her in the
craziest.
Face, though, she survived.
Yeah, dude. Damn. Well, I mean, if you get shot like on the cheek, or like if you get shot
jaw.
On the jaw. If not directly towards you, but from the side, you most likely live. If it's under the brain part, and like close to your mouth, you won't have teeth. Or,
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, and so
this topic makes me feel uncomfortable now.
And so that's not even the craziest part whatsoever, because there's something about the attack on those two girls. Since he didn't kill one of them, he just got outraged and he ended up killing another person.
What?
Yeah, dude.
So just because he was mad that he didn't kill one of them, he ended up killing someone else.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
Wait,
so he attacked another woman in a few hours.
Within the hour?
Yeah, within hours.
Oh my god.
So that's crazy. And her name was Tassin or Veronica.
Yeah, or Veronica.
Yeah, she was removed like forcefully from a vehicle, and she was shot twice.
With a .22 caliber handgun, dude.
Yeah, dude.
In Monterey Park, that's not far from here.
Yeah.
Damn.
And she was rushed to the hospital, of course, but unfortunately she didn't make it. But
dude, it was his third attempt in a single day.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Third attempt,
man.
And it covered the new thing, dude. He was known. So after that, because one of them didn't die.
Yeah. No. Yeah. One didn't die.
Yeah. So because she didn't die, she in the news it was announced that he had curly hair. Yeah, he was dubbed the curly-haired attacker with
curly hair,
buggling eyes, with wide-spaced
teeth.
No, buggling eyes and white space. So he had white. His eyes were like wide.
Oh, okay.
And he had rotten teeth. The walking killer, the value intender.
That's crazy, man. So how many deaths is that?
The valley intruder.
1, 2, that's 3, 4.
Damn,
4 deaths so far. 4 deaths and one injured.
Dude, if you think about it, there has to be someone else like this living right now.
Yeah. So the next one was in March 27th. The one previous was in March 17th.
So 10 days.
10 days.
Dude, a week. No, I mean, almost 2 weeks, dude. Like, oh my God.
That's crazy, man.
That's not even a paycheck period, bro.
Yeah, that's not.
That sucks.
Yeah. Okay, so Ramirez broke into the home of a man named Vincent Zazara. It was in his home where Ramirez perfectly... It was in his home where he perfected his killing skill. The 64-year-old husband was murdered first, killed by a gunshot wound. Then his wife, Maxine, was brutally assaulted, stabbed to death. And that's not just crazy part. That's probably just like it's like, oh, okay, he killed another person. No. This part is crazy, which freaks me out a lot.
Oh my.
He ends up cutting her eyes out, placing them in the jewelry box he found while he was robbing the couple's home. That's crazy, and so that part's crazy alone. The autopsy found Maxine multiple stab wounds that occurred after she was dead. So he ended up stabbing her more after she was dead. So like. That's crazy. So keep in mind, he kept a lot of DNA, a lot of back trial evidence for people to find him. I don't know if he did. I'm not sure if he was smart, or he wanted to get caught, or he wanted to get credit for something.
I think the thrill of getting caught what kind of excited him too.
Yeah, or I don't know. I don't know what goes through his head. That's crazy. So right here. When he killed the husband and then insulting the wife, he left a pattern. He left blueprints, DNA, fingerprints. Probably hair. Stuff like that. And it showed that in the flower bed outside of the home, there is a shoe print of Via sneakers. So they have to know, like, it's people who's wearing a man who's wearing these shoes could be the murderer. But I mean, of course, they don't know like if he's has different pairs of shoes,
wearing some Jordans. How the population's wearing Jordans. I don't wear Jordans though.
Me neither. And so after killing the couple, he was at it again. This time in Monterey Park, on May 14th. So like a month and a couple of days after, 2 months. Yeah, like 2 months. About 2 months. He entered a home that was that their last names were Doy. So Bill Doy and his disabled wife were tortured and assaulted by him. Bill died from injuries while in the hospital, but Lillian was bound while Ramirez ransacked their home. Ramirez then assaulted and raped the poor woman. So she was disabled already, and he still raped her and assaulted her. That's crazy, man. That's very unfortunate. Dude, that's not even the craziest part. It keeps going. 15 days later.
Oh my, yeah.
15 days.
That's a paycheck period.
Yeah. Ramirez continued his reign of terror in Monrovia. Ramirez entered the homes of sisters 83-year-old Mabel, aka Mel, and 81-year-old Florence Long, aka Nettie. Ramirez attacked
a hammer in the kitchen, dude.
Yeah, Ramirez killed both women with a hammer he found in the home. He used an electrical cord to shock and torture Belle. But this is the crazy part. He bound and raped Nettie Long, and then Belle.
Well, is Nettie a girl, right? And her sister. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're both sisters. So he ended up using Belle's lipstick to draw a pentagram on her leg and on the wall of her bedroom. I guess age doesn't have a. I guess he doesn't have an age limit of who to kill.
Yeah.
You know.
Or rape, right?
Yeah, rape or assault.
81, dude. Yeah. So as well as the walls all day, and discovered 2 days later, both women were found alive with comatose.
Yeah, so that means they were unconscious for a long period of time.
Comatose. Oh, I said comatose. What the hell? Comatose. Bell later died of her injuries. Dang, dude. Hey, let's bring it a little closer to home, dude. Burbank.
That's not far.
Dude, that's not far at all. That's like an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But this was like in the 1980s, man.
Yeah, dude, we weren't even born yet.
Yeah.
Dude, this was the same day.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, the next day, actually, sorry, the next day. The next day, he drove the same car that he stole from that Mercedes Benz.
Oh,
remember?
Damn.
So he skirt on the way to Burbank,
Mm-hmm.
And then he snuck into the home of a girl named Carol Kyle.
Carol King.
At gunpoint, he bonded Kyle, like he bonded her and her 11-year-old son with handcuffs and ransom. So he robbed the whole house. He ended up releasing Kyle and ended up telling him that asked him where your like valuables, where your stuff, and then he ended up raping her repeatedly. Not just once, dude.
Not just once, dude. Multiple times.
Yeah, and he also repeated her to not look at him. So he's like, "Don't look at me."
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then at a point where he said, I would cut your eyes out."
Dang.
He fled the scene after retrieving the child from the closet and binding the two together against the handcuffs. So he didn't even like do anything to him. He didn't do anything to the kid.
To the little boy, but he traumatized him, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So there was.
Dude, wait, hold up.
Oh, you're not done? Okay, go.
Let's read this one right here. Where it says, so on July 5th, one day after 24th, bro. I mean, sorry, 24th. One day after the 5th, the 4th. What the hell? 1985. So this boy right here, this crazy guy, ended up breaking into the home of Sierra Madre.
And again in the Monterey Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Rob, was it Belugid? What the hell?
Belugid. I
don't know what the word means, bro.
Belugid.
Just Google it.
Belugid. Yeah, I could see the story. So.
It says, what is it? Roaming. Oh, so he was basically walking around in the dark.
Oh, damn.
Walking around the dark with a 16-year-old Winnie Bennett, and with the tire iron as she was sleeping in his room. So the homeboy, like, I guess, hit her with
the tire iron.
Well, dude, that's why
she was sleeping.
That's why I don't like freaking sleeping, bro. I'm telling you. And after searching, oh dang, dude.
Yeah, after searching, like,
oh my god,
like ruthlessly, and just trying to find a knife.
Yeah,
he didn't find it.
Yeah, so he ended up just killing the girl with his hands. And a telephone cord, bro.
And this is one of the craziest parts right here. So when he was trying to kill her with the freaking telephone cord, the
telephone ring.
Look, this scared the Satanist so much that he thought it was a sign from God. He fled the home.
Wait, what?
That's what it says.
So
he left the house. It looks like he didn't even kill her all the way.
So he attempted to strangle the girl with the cord. He was startled to see sparks emanate from the cord, and when his victim began to breathe, the house, the big victim. So the sparks came out from the cord, and then from there, the victim started to breathe again, and then he was like, "What the heck?" So I guess he left, believing that Jesus Christ had interfered and saved her. Bennett, dude, I got shivers when I said that, dude. Dude, I mean, dude. Bennett survived the savage beating and required a 478 stitches to close the laceration on her scalp. Oh, dude, that's 400, crazy, bro. That's man. So much. We're talking about how much we said her? Like 90? Something like that?
What, 30?
30.
He had 30.
Oh, my God.
So she had, was it like 10 times more? Dude. Not 10, like 15 times more stitches than he had.
Damn.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So she was lucky enough to survive that.
Yeah.
But
again, he was saying this. This was homeboy. He was scared of.
But he kept
my
killing.
Homeboy JC.
Yeah. But he kept going around and killing. The next murder was 61 years old, Joyce Lucille Nelson.
Who has no. It looks like he likes
a lot of women.
Like younger, older ones.
Women, yeah. So he beat her to death with his fist, then kicked her on the head.
A shoe print
of his Avia sneaker print. So now he's been leaving a trail of
Hey, everybody, don't be wearing that Avia sneakers.
Stupid.
Crazy.
So by this time, he's left a trail of people getting murdered,
knowing that he has he loves those shoes.
Yeah.
Boys, it's all about Air Maxes, bro.
Okay, so
hey, let's bring it a little closer.
Northridge. Yeah, that's the next place he murdered. So here, that was the beginning of August 1986. So the same year, he's already killed probably 6-7 people, or injured probably 3 people so far, 3 or 2 people.
Wait, hold up.
So here. He entered a home of the Petersons. The husband was named Chris and the wife was named Virginia. Chris was shot multiple times as he fought off Ramirez, but he shot Virginia as well. But both Petersons were so they didn't die. So they're lucky enough to kill, and they're lucky enough to survive the attack. 2 days later, Ramirez broke into another home in Diamond Bar, California. There, he immediately shot the husband in his sleep. Brutally attacked his wife, raping her and demanding she swear on Satan that she would not scream. The couple's 3-year-old woke up.
Crazy.
Yeah, the couple's 3-year-old child woke up during the attack. Ramirez tied the boy up, continuing raping his mom. After Ramirez finished his brutal attack and fled the home, she united her son and sent him to a neighbor's house for help. And so the mother and son both survived the attack. Oh, man, dude.
I'm not liking this topic, bro.
That's crazy, though, man. There's people out there who actually do this.
Yeah, dude. It was like even closer to home, bro. Los Angeles, man. Dude, give me like one of those, bro.
All right, so this one was almost so we're almost at the end of his I guess
murder spree.
Yeah. So by the middle of August of 1985, Ramirez had seen news coverage of his crimes, and so he knew he was being hunted. In a poor attempt to evade the investigation, Ramirez left the LA area and fled to San Fran. At the home of Barbara and Peter Pan, Ramirez continued exacting horror of his unsuspecting victim. As per his usual style, he shot Peter in the head before attacking, raping, and murdering Barbara. So I guess he attacks, he murders them. He attacks and rapes and murders the women, which sucks.
He murders the guys.
He murders the guys, attacks the women, rapes the women, and then murders them.
Yes.
And so before leaving their home, Ramirez used Barbara's lipstick to scrawl a pentagram on the wall, as well as the phrase "Jack the Knife."
Yeah, and all this stuff we get it at serialkillershop.com. Shout out to them.
Yeah. And so after watching the press conference detailing the evidence, Ramirez dropped his Avia sneakers over the side of the Golden Gate Bridge, destroying any important piece of the evidence. Detectives were furious about the press conference and the discussion of the evidence for this reason. Damn. Okay. You got a bit smarter right there. Perhaps the news coverage rattled Ramirez's nerves and caused him to get sloppy, or maybe he was just exhausted from the pace at which he was committing his crimes. Either way, Ramirez began to take bigger risks, which left behind more evidence, and it allowed opportunity for capture. On 1924 and 1985, Ramirez attempted to enter the Romero home in Mission Viejo. The Romero family had just returned from vacation, so damn, that sucks. The family's 13-year-old son happened to be awake when Ramirez began attempting to gain entry into the house. He was able to scare the brave Night Stalker off while gathering valuable evidence. Thanks to young Romero's quick thinking, police had the color, model, make of the vehicle Ramirez was driving, as well as partial license plate number.
Damn, the boy's smart, though.
The boy was under the impression. Oh, it didn't say.
Oh, hey, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro. And the boy was under the impression that he had chased away a regular, not all sadistic thief. In reality, his action probably saved his family's life, which it did, because he would have killed everyone. After the near miss in Mission Viejo, Ramirez committed his final break-in and attack. At the home of Bill Clams and Inez Erickson, Richard Ramirez once again followed his usual routine of shooting the male resident first and attacking the female resident. Ramirez announced to Inez that he was a Night Stalker, further terrifying the woman.
When he said he
was a Night Stalker. He told her.
He introduced himself as a Night Stalker.
Okay.
Hi, I'm the Night Stalker. Ooh, booga booga booga.
Booga boo. Stupid. All right. So further terrifying the woman, he made her swear to Satan before beating her and raping her. Swear to her on what? I don't know.
Wait, what?
Swear. He made her swear on Satan before beating her, raping her. Why? I don't know. He's crazy. He stole what valuables he could find. Told Inez, tell them the Night Stalker was here, and fled the home. So she was able to leave.
If you were attacked right now, what would be the first thing you would grab?
My keys. Actually, no. That bottle right there, the cup, the glass cup.
Dude, we don't have anything to. Oh, we got that little thing to like try to swing at them with.
The cup, dog. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but
break it.
But you have to get close to him.
The pen right there. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways,
catch his fist. Ooh, just waiting for someone. And so he stole the valuables that he could find. She ended up, unfortunately, still get attacked, but was free. She didn't die, but she had to tell everyone else, the Night Stalker was here. So I guess he wanted to have, a trail from right here. So by allowing both the victims to survive, Ramirez unknowingly aided in the investigation surrounding him. Inez was able to describe her assailant, helping detectives to form a better picture of the identity of the Night Stalker. So
damn, tell me how they capture him.
Finally they capture him, and I'm gonna tell you guys at the end, like, this is not the craziest part. Just capturing him isn't the craziest part. So along with the description of Ramirez provided by Inez, a single fingerprint was found on a vehicle stolen by Ramirez in Wilshire Center. These two critical pieces of evidence were added to a cast of Ramirez via sneaker prints. Oh, okay. So they matched the fingerprints from his shoes into his actual fingerprints. So the fingerprints was enough to give the police a rap sheet for a 25-year-old drug-addicted drifter known as Richard Muniz Ramirez. Detective held a press conference where a mugshot of Ramirez was released to the public. Detectives made it clear that they were onto Ramirez by saying during the press conference, "We know who you are now, and soon everyone else will. There will be no place you can hide." So time is running out for this dude, and he's getting sloppy. He got targeted by the police now, so they're onto him like really bad. So detectives had enough insight to stake out a local bus station in hopes of catching Ramirez. And so the police, like I was saying, the police, they went to places where he could find easy access to travel, and so like bus stations, probably a taxi place, or somewhere where he's able to leave out of state or out of the city. And so he was spotted by the police. The Night Stalker hid behind a Hispanic woman, declaring himself as the how do you say that, matador?
The matador.
The killer in Spanish, basically.
The matador.
Yeah. So basically, he found a crowd of random people, and they surrounded him. Dude, they beat him. They held him until police arrived and arrested him. That's some good stuff right there.
Heck?
So like a random crowd found him, beat him up. They held him there for the police to come to pick him up. So
so he hid behind a
Hispanic woman,
grandma,
declaring himself as the killer, basically in Spanish.
So was this fool stupid enough to say, "Oh yeah, I'm the killer"?
Yeah.
And then he attempted to flee, but to hijack a car. But then two different people just came up to him and just eventually a crowd of stand like people just came around him and was like, "Nah, fool."
Yeah, mosh pit.
You know, pinning the fool.
For real, man. Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, and then
that's what he gets, man.
Hey, so he gets captured, right? His jury started in July 22, 1988, right? And at his first court, do you remember that picture I showed you with the pentagram? So on his first court appearance, homeboy raised his hand to show the pentagram drawn on his hand, and he yelled out,
"Hail Satan!"
Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
I hate Satan.
Yeah,
he's a disgusting piece of garbage. Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, and then yeah. So it showed in the LA Times. It was reported that some of them jail employees overheard Ramirez that he was trying to plan to shoot the prosecutor with the gun, and then that he was trying to smuggle. He intended to be smuggled out of the courthouse, which I don't know how, but I mean, there's metal detectors,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, like this guy was crazy. But what makes me even more interested was the fact that he had a romantic relationship during his trial. So during his trial, Ramirez was starting to get letters, fan letters of killers.
Yeah,
dude, this is crazy. So those people are probably killers. So what the heck, dude? Look at her. Did she just make you feel uncomfortable already?
Yeah. So in those fan letters,
dude, I got chills.
He found, quote quote, the love of his life.
Yeah, Doran Leoy.
Yeah. So
she sent 75 letters, boy.
75. So 2 years later, they got engaged. Yes. They got married.
He proposed.
Yeah. While he was in jail.
Yeah. And they got married on October 3rd, 1996. Dude, the year we were born.
I was born in 97.
Dude, I was born already.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
You weren't born yet.
I wasn't born just yet. So yeah. So
you were born.
He got married.
I think you're thinking you're in the same age.
He got married to a woman that had issues. She had issues as well, just like him.
Oh really?
What was it called? It was I don't know. A hisprophilia. So I don't know what that is.
Go back. Oh, bro.
Sorry, guys. We're trying to figure it out right
sucks. Now. It's okay.
Hisprophilia. Hybristophilia. Bristophilia. Right there. Anyways, so they got married. That's crazy. So he was like 25 years old when they got married, but he was in jail. So he got charged for 13 counts of murder, 5 attempted murder, 14 counts of burglary, and 11 counts of sexual assault.
So she gets sexually aroused by being with someone that is known to be a criminal, to have done murders, rapes, cheating, lying, all that stuff.
That's crazy. Damn.
She crazy.
So I guess when he got sentenced to jail, but he got sentenced to death to die in a gas chamber on November 7, 1989. But it wasn't that time just yet. This is one of the things that he said. Big deal. Death always went with the territory. See you in Disneyland. That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy, man. That's crazy. He finds love at the end when he's gonna die. He
sharpened his teeth, no?
Oh no, actually, speaking about teeth, the state actually not helped him, but forced him to get his teeth fixed. But still, he still looked ugly.
Oh yeah, because he had rotten teeth. No?
Yeah, he had rotten teeth. That's crazy. Yeah, so they put new teeth in him, but it didn't really do much to him.
So, and then well, he ended up getting what's it called?
Pneumophobia? I thought it was leukemia.
Yeah.
I thought he had leukemia.
Yeah. I think that's how you pronounce it.
But he died.
Yeah, it was blood cancer, basically.
Yeah, but that's what he gets for, freaking being weird. Yeah, man. So he, from that time, he could spend another 20 more years on death row before facing his final death chamber. And yeah, guys. That's the surprising thing. So he died probably in pain. Mm-hmm. Good. He died from leukemia.
Yeah, he died by cancer.
So yeah, guys. So that concludes.
Oh, that
concludes the serial killer series of the Night Stalker, aka Richard Ramirez, aka Night Stalker, aka Richard something Ramirez, something.
Dude,
Ramirez.
this one makes me feel uncomfortable.
He's looking at pictures right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys.
Oh, and by the way, that girl and him end up separating.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, it also said that that if he died, she would have killed herself.
Oh yeah, she would have committed suicide.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyway, guys, this concludes our episode. I know it's been a long episode, but it's filled with a lot of interesting facts and unfortunate events. And I hope you guys listened all the way through. If you guys didn't, that's perfectly fine.
You better listen to it again.
And yeah, guys, make sure you guys share our podcast to other people and just
download it.
And download our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Castbox, Google Music, and you can follow us on Instagram at Broke Boy Podcast. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in to us. And this is our second episode of 2019. So I hope we're coming in strong, and I hope you guys like it. And new content is coming out soon. So just stay tuned for all the cool things we're gonna be coming up with. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys are liking the series. Thank you guys so much. See you guys later. Goodbye.